So there's an important tip. When you boost in your space battle, it speeds you up, but it also breaks target locks. A good tip is boost and then immediately decelerate, because it'll break the target lock, but you won't use your full boost. Maybe not immediately, but you want to save some more boost for the next time you're target locked. So welcome back, Professor Captain Vindicator Lars Gagner here. We are in Varumkai, and what is it? Dazra is the name of the town? City? I call it city for sure. It's their main city of the Barun. Of the 3 houses, we need to do a bunch of quests, helping them out. My plans going up to 70 here are actually getting another point in marksmanship and then maxing out my exploration skills. Biology and what's the final one? Bringing up my spreadsheet here. Botany and zoology. I currently have 1 in botany. Yeah, so here we are. Look at this. Look at that view. Climbed up here to be ready to start the next episode. That is pretty darn cool. So it looks like the city's built around this ship, right? That's the idea here, and there's the citadel over there. Bring up the map, the local map. Let it load in here. It'll load in. So we're on top of like this the ship, right? We need to assist host Bethal. We need to assist host Kadik and assist host Dulketh. And we're over here. So let's go take out, I'm trying to explore these different areas. So let's see if we can go towards the goods exchange. I think it's just down here. Yeah, it is. So let's get off of here. Need a little boost to break our fall. Whoa. Alright, where'd you go, Andreja? We did discover a bar over there. Harold's Rest. Did that off camera when I was trying to climb up here, and I walked into the square. And this happened. So I reloaded my save so I would avoid this and I could put this on camera.
It is morbid, disgusting. You should be hanging your head in shame, but instead here you are, acting like a common fool.
Borhall, calm down. Do not do this here.
How shameful of you to have these outbursts.
We're all sharing a carpet.
What would poor mother and father think?
You will speak not of mother and father.
So, stop the argument. Some people are arguing. I should see what's going on.
Laughing bastard. No shame. No shame at all. What a waste of good life that they worked tirelessly to give you.
Mother and father spat on the ground I walked on. You were their pride and joy. Oh, good, generous Borhall. Always the paragon, the keeper of our family name.
I am disgusted to call you brother.
Really?
It would be best for all of us if by some miracle you were to drown in one of those bottles of Koza you are so infatuated with.
Ugh, with a brother like you, is it any wonder I am driven to drink?
It's interesting. Andreja mentioned about alcohol.
Are you done?
Wasn't
both of you.
allowed
Will you
before.
calm down?
You should be addressing the brute here. He is the one making the scene.
I am causing a scene because you tried to sell Mother's urn, with Mother still in it.
I was not thinking. It was a mistake.
That is precisely the
Alcoholic.
slopping problem, I mean.
Looking for
You are
funds.
never thinking. You are too much of a drunken fool to think. Apparently, you are not even above selling the remains of dear mother to fund your habit.
It was a mistake. And you are going to condemn me for the rest of my life over a mistake?
Perhaps I should.
Okay.
What do you want?
What's going on here?
This does not concern you.
Please accept my apologies.
Almost serve.
I caught my brother attempting to do something unspeakable, and I could not contain my anger.
Oh yes, go on. Invite a total stranger into our family squabbles.
This is no squabble, you pompous fool. What you have done today is abhorrent. I can forgive stealing my money or pawning my valuables. What I cannot abide, however, is you attempting to sell Mother's urn with her remains still within.
I have done many things I am not proud of, but I have never stooped as low as that.
Thank you, Andreja. That's awful.
I was drunk. I did not know. All of those vases appeared the same.
It is an urn, not a vase, you ignoramus. And you were the one who chose it when Mother passed away. I am tired of your shamelessness, and I am done bearing what should be your indignity. Do you hear me? I am done. You have gone
Slow
too
down,
far
guys.
this time, Amila, and I cannot bear the humiliation of being your brother any longer. I challenge you to a duel. Danica shall be my second.
What? Are you mad?
Borhall, are you sure? There is already so much death in the city. What good would this do? There has to be another way.
Too late, Danica. He has issued his challenge.
Oops.
I accept. I, in fact, look forward to it. You shall be my second.
Oh, great. Is there some other way we can resolve this?
No. I believe we have just passed the point of no return.
I would not have proposed the duel unless I were fully committed to it. I am well past the point of compromising.
I don't even know what a second is. What's that?
Our job is to make preparations and ensure fairness on both sides. We shall have different duties between the two of us, but our aim is to prepare the site of the duel, weapons, ceremonies, and discourage any ambushes.
Why me?
No, why not you? You seem capable and trustworthy.
The true answer is because Amila has no one, family or otherwise, willing to be his second. He has burned every bridge there is to burn. He will have to resort to picking someone off the street regardless, so it may as well be you.
I do not want to wait any longer than necessary. If you agree to this, you will allow us to come to an immediate resolution. I will pay you handsomely for that.
I'll need someone to show me the ropes.
Then it is settled. Outsider, you will work alongside Danica to prepare for the duel.
What the
As
heck?
for you, Amila, enjoy these last few moments. For when we next meet, your shameful life ends.
Do not sound so confident, brother.
Their
see
family
why
home
Lasco
is this way.
smoked.
It is not far.
You
We
seem
can
a
discuss the
gentleman.
matters there.
Wow. Well, that's intense.
You will be working with me. As seconds, it is our duty to prepare for the duel and ensure fairness. I am sorry that you have found yourself in this situation. But know that you are doing Amila a great favor. He truly has no one else who would be willing to do this for him.
What if I give him
He
a
has
wicked
burned
weapon?
every bridge imaginable.
Amila has
It
shamed
seems
us
that
for
after
the
years
final.
of suffering Amila's embarrassment, Borhall has
Everything all
reached the
right?
boiling point. But still, challenge your brother to a duel. I pray that we will be able to work towards a peaceful resolution before it's too late.
Yeah, me too. Let's work on that. Where are we
Got
going?
your favorite from the meat house?
He's going straight to the bar.
Probably just the way you like. Do you want to eat it now?
Need me for something?
You need something, dearest? Are you sure you must go?
No, I'm not going anywhere. Gotta figure out what this is about. Okay. Interesting.
This is it. Shall we begin our duties?
Yes. Where are we? Adlam House. Danica.
Are you ready to discuss our roles?
I guess so. They aren't serious, right? There isn't actually going to be a duel.
Oh, they are deadly serious. Borhall would have not dared to challenge Amila if not. The Odlum family has held duels in the past. It is something of a family tradition.
Wait, the Adam family has held duels before?
Yes, there was a duel between their two great-grandfathers, I believe. From what Borhall has told me, it began as a property dispute. Their uncle died in a duel after being challenged by their grandfather. He was accused of stealing family heirlooms. History, it seems, repeats itself.
Alright, this family has an unfortunate and violent history.
Yes, and it seems that the cycle will continue. Unless you are able to get the brothers to agree to a peaceful resolution.
Yeah, I think that's a better idea. So, let's get
Very
started.
good. Let us begin. Your primary duty as Amila's second is to work with the brothers, and see if a peaceful conclusion is possible. Namely, if Amila apologizes to Borhall, and he accepts, the duel may not move forward. As for me, I will be procuring the weapons for the duel, and the materials for the preceding ceremony. Borhall, as challenger, reserves the right to choose the weapons, and he has chosen blades. Do you have any concerns?
From what I've heard, Amila's a drunkard. Amila doesn't stand a chance against Borhall in a duel with blades.
I will note your concern, but know that Borhall has the final say. If that is all, we will break here and see to our duties. Before that, though, I know that this duel is foolish. I am sorry you got pulled into this. I will try and find another peaceful solution to this problem, should you be unsuccessful in convincing them to call it off.
Wait, so if Borhall has the right to choose the weapon, does Amila have the right to anything?
Amila has the right to deliver a genuine apology to Borhall, and stop this duel before it commences. The odds of him doing so, however, are low. The Odlum brothers, like their ancestors, are stubborn and prideful.
So, are duels commonplace in Varun culture?
Duels were quite common 100 years ago, but have become more rare with each passing generation. At this point, the Odlum family is the only one that still takes part in this custom.
Alright, let's get going on
Report
this.
back to me when you have spoken with the brothers. We will discuss your secondary duty then.
Wow. Talk to Borhall. And then Amila. And I think we're gonna do it in this order. What's in here? Hey, buddy.
Greetings.
Wow. Quantum edged barrow knife. Honed Varun pain blade. Yeah, let's, hold on. Wait for me a second here, buddy. 5% persuasion. Well, we got a couple of them.
What is it? I need to prepare.
You should call the duel off. You'll end up regretting it if you don't.
I will do no such thing, and will feel no regrets in avenging Amila's constant dishonors. I have given him every chance, every credit. I have begged him to turn himself around. But instead, it has been endless years of dishonor and pain. Damn him. I should have known years ago that this would be the only way things would end.
He's sick. What would it take for you to call off this duel?
There is nothing that could lead me to calling it off. An apology from Amila is worthless. He always falls right back into his old ways. There is no apology grand enough to make up for nearly trading your late mother's remains to fund an addiction. That is inconceivable.
Isn't it against the rules for you not to accept an apology from Amila?
It would be, if Amila weren't a habitual liar, deceiver, and cheater. As I said before, an apology from him is less than worthless. He has apologized countless times for a decade, only to continue stabbing me in the back.
So you're gonna stab him in the front. If you knew it'd end like this, why didn't you intervene?
Do you think I wanted this to happen? I tried to stop this downward spiral countless times. It was like saving someone from drowning, only for them to leap back into the ocean. Amila refuses to be helped, and he is determined to take me and the family name down with him.
Well, it's an addiction, buddy. Do you think he has a chance of beating you?
Not at all. I have served my time in the military. Amila's condition made him unfit for service.
Well, so you picked a
He
fair
may put up
fight,
a
eh?
good fight, but I will surely be the victor.
I want to ask you some more personal questions.
No, you are not my second. I do not see how this is pertinent to your duties.
Heh, Andreja.
Show a modicum of respect and
Where are
answer
you?
the questions.
Yes.
Voice from God?
My apologies. You are right. Forgive my ignorance. I will answer any questions you have for me.
That's better. What all have you done to support him through his hardships?
I have done everything, and he has left me with nothing. He comes begging for money, so I gave it to him. Then he comes begging for my items to pawn, so I sacrifice them. And then he comes screaming to me that I hate him, that I have done nothing to help him. All of this for a decade now.
Well, money doesn't solve
I would
problems,
lay
pal.
by his side every night praying that he would not choke on his own vomit. But in the mornings when I would throw away his bottles of Koza, he would fight me like a monster. I used to take such pride in giving to the community, and in using my privileged position to help the less fortunate in the city. But I can no longer do that, as Amila has taken nearly every cent from me. I have sacrificed my entire purpose for living in the hopes that Amila would get better. And he never does.
You hate your brother?
I do not hate him. I do not love him either. And I can no longer tolerate him. I am sure Amila will spin a tale about his hard life. But the truth is that he has always been a miscreant and a troublemaker. But when Father moved to strike him, who dove in front of the blows? When Mother would not feed him, who sacrificed their food? It was me. It was always me. How does he repay me? He steals my valuables, slanders my name, and brings dishonor on the family. Any affection I had for my brother is long dead.
Would you be happy if Amila died?
No, Great Serpent, no. I will take no pleasure in his death. However, I may admittedly feel relief. I will mourn the loss of my brother. The brother he used to be, at least. And I will pray that his restless soul finds comfort with the Great Serpent.
In your mind, what causes rift?
The Koza ruined him. Once he began living at the bottom of a bottle, everything changed. I am just exhausted by him. It is exhausting to constantly be blamed by him for all of his problems, while always being expected to forgive and help him when he demands.
What was your relationship with Amila before his addiction?
We were never the closest of brothers, as our personalities are just so different. But we were close enough. He was a free spirit, which irked my parents. Honestly, I respected him a lot. He was unbreakable, even though the world was not always kind to him. He was funny, kind, and he always was trying to cheer me up, even if I had nothing to be sad about. The Amila you know now is not my brother. My brother may as well have died years ago. The Amila walking around today is nothing like what he used to be.
You mentioned Koza, what's that?
An alcohol made from goat milk. Amila is absolutely dependent on it, and his wife was too. The damn stuff rots your brain, I swear. He has always been a troublemaker, but once the Koza took over, he went from bad to worse. Now he is just an addict and a thief. I will be putting him out of his misery.
Well, that was all. I'll leave you to
If
it.
that is all, you may take your leave.
Wow. I wonder. It's obviously Amila's room. Note from Ibera. Hello, I'm writing to express my concern over the bruising I frequently see while examining both of your sons, though especially Amila. I have spoken with the schoolmaster and they do not corroborate your explanation that Mila has been getting into fights at school. Your constant donations have benefited the Halls of Healing greatly, so I am providing a warning where normally I would not. If I see any more bruises during my examinations, I go to the guards. So yeah, he was abused. Bilal Adlam's diary. I have made peace with Amila's insolence. That boy was born with a devil inside him and will never listen to reason. No, it is Borhal's recent impudence that disturbs me. I caught Borhal sneaking food to Amila after his mother sent him to bed hungry. This was the third time I caught him doing so, and for it he got 3 smacks with a rod. He apologized quickly, so at least he is still capable of showing respect, unlike his brother. But this recent trend has grown worrisome. I fear that Emila's attitude has begun to rub off on his older brother. What else can we find out? A letter to my darling. 5 years ago today I lost you, and yet you still visit me in my dreams every anniversary. Do you love me? Truly love me so much, I doubt I am worth going through the trouble. It was wonderful to see you again, darling, to hug you, feel your warmth, smell you, taste your lips, see your smile, your beautiful smile that I thought I would be deprived of forever, but then I woke up. I'm afraid I must ask a cruel thing of you. Please, darling, you must stop visiting me. I am not strong enough to handle the heartbreak of waking from these perfect fantasies to be ripped back into cold reality where you're dead. There's nothing I can do about it. Say joining you. It's more than I can take. I love you, but you know that already. My heart is forever yours. Yeah, abusive father. Package delivery. So mother got to sleep down here in the basement, or what was this about? Very curious. You're still here?
Need help with anything?
Yeah, I'm doing some research. Poor Hal, please accept my condolences on the death of your mother. She was a great woman, a model citizen, a generous benefactor, as you well know, benevolent even in death. She has left a parting gift for you, her firstborn. I do worry how your mother's death will affect Emila. It is unfair, but it falls to you to look after him now, discipline him, keep him out of trouble. Your mother and father were hard on him out of a necessity. They did what they did out of love in hopes to turn him into a worthy heir to the family's fortune. Sadly, it seems they did not succeed. So unfortunately, Emila cannot be trusted with your parents' wealth. Your mother has left all of her belongings and capital to you, Borhal. I understand this may be a shock and that Emila will inevitably resent this decision, but it was a wise one. Do not let Emila manipulate you into relinquishing any of this. Your mother and father were adamant that this is your money and yours alone. Great Serpent be with you in this time of mourning. Plot thickens. Oh, you're gonna fall asleep, are you? Great. See what else we can find out. That's it? That's it? Can't be it. Anything in the bathroom? Nothing in the shower? Not enough rooms here. He's sleeping.
Expertly.
Okay, no notes or any
Let us
evidence.
see what was being protected.
No, I was looking for if there was any notes or something. But nope. Based on the fact it was a novice lock, and if anything's required, it'll never be above novice. So... that's it? And this is their family home, their prayer area, I guess. Guess there's nothing else really in here. Kitchen. This outside kitchen thing. Kind of interesting architecture. Well, let's go talk to Emila. upkeep. Why is he in here? Looking for a weapon?
I miss our home, but the keep shall do.
Interesting.
Foolish Victor. The High Council needs access to the power grid if we hope to restore the city. Your inability to provide a legitimate excuse for denying them will only last so long.
Victoria is right. I know you're angry, but you can't let personal matters interfere with what may be best for everyone.
Personal matters? This is a Ministry of State matter, and I will He's a traitor. He turned his back not only on his family, but on our people's entire belief system. The fact that he still breathes is a stain upon the House Bethal name.
Oh.
You would doom us all with your pride.
I will do as I please as head of this house.
Really?
Have you
Yeah.
had a moment to evaluate the report I sent you?
If you are not a member of House Bethal, you do not belong here.
Okay. I was sent by the High Council to get your cooperation.
I am relieved.
Another High Council lackey come begging? I told Lovick no more.
Incorrect. Forgive my brother. He has been forgetting his manners of late. Victor, this is Anaskel's chosen. You recall Lovick sent word.
I recall he spoke of a newly anointed promised. And we do not need help, especially from an outsider.
You can't continue to refuse the council. You must act. Your inaction is killing you.
Precisely, which is why he leaves me no choice but to say this.
Oh, another duel?
My nephew Varric has left, and until he returns, Victor refuses to assist the council.
These are hardly matters for the ears of an outsider.
Well, find Varric and bring him back.
You oversimplify. You would think us incapable of such a simple task. You are an outsider. You have no understanding of our house.
No. But I'm here to help. All must serve.
Is this not the opportunity you've been looking for, brother? A third party capable of finding Varric?
Yes, you said so yourself. Someone with no loyalties to speak of. And if he's become promised, truly his arrival is more than coincidence.
Serpent, give me strength. You both speak true. Perhaps I have reacted in haste. Tell me, Vindicator, are you well practiced in discretion?
Oh, yeah. Of course.
I hope your word is good as well. As Vittoria mentioned, my son, Varric, has left. Essentially, he has abandoned his post. And not only did he turn his back on his house, but the great serpent as well. He is a traitor and must be dealt with as such.
Victor,
Wow.
surely you don't mean it.
He does, Luther. He is allowing his fervent pride and anger to cloud his judgment. What
Seems to
my
be a
brother
pattern
is
in
trying
this
to
place.
say is that he wishes his own son dead. First, we lose Vashti to that malignance tearing through Dazra. And now you so willingly offer up Varric. As if our house has not suffered enough loss already.
Why would Varric leave in a time like this?
Because he let his weakness get the better of him. He sees himself as a prisoner in this life. He runs from a duty that others would spend their lives coveting. He is my son. He does not get to choose. He was born to inherit my title, and he knows the punishment for refusing to honor it.
And what did Varric do to turn his back on the Great Serpent?
My son denounced the very faith that defines Varun's society. He dared to blame a Nazgul for the state of Dazra. Dared to call our faith in the Great Serpent blind. It is heresy and punishable by death.
Who's Vashti?
I will not speak of her with an outsider, promised or not. Your focus is solely on Varric.
Killing Varric for leaving sounds extreme to me.
Of course it would. As someone from the settled systems, you have no concept of what the Great Serpent demands of us. I do not wish Varric dead, but as head of the Ministry of State, he left me no choice. All must serve. Those who refuse will be met with death.
We'll all be met with death, buddy. How does Varric's death relate to power grid access?
The shame Varric brought upon this house is immeasurable. It stains the very foundation. I will not act until this house is in order and its members are properly aligned with the Great Serpent.
Great, so everyone pays for your screw-up. Why haven't you dealt with this yourself?
I will not have it known that I declared my own son a heretic and allowed him to escape our grasp. This knowledge weakens the Ministry of State's authority, something we cannot risk at this time. This is why my interest turned to a third party, someone outside of the noble houses, but we have yet to determine someone trustworthy enough. Until now.
Varric is your son, you can make an exception.
Exceptions show weakness, and we cannot afford to show weakness at a time like this.
We have done the same for less. You act as if death is the only answer. What about forgiveness?
I will not risk the Ministry's authority on the actions of my own son, even if he is my chosen heir. If the High Council wants my cooperation,
You have no
I need
hair.
you to find Varric and carry out his sentence.
And I would ask you to spare him. My brother is acting under impulse, not reason.
I have never been more clear. Speak against me one more time, and you will regret it.
Hey,
Varric has a signet ring with House Vithal's family crest. Bring it to me as proof of death. Only then will I grant you access to the power grid.
Oh, great. Must be another way.
There is no other way. The Ministry of State must uphold order, and you will be expected to serve as we all do. I recommend you start by speaking to patrons of the Herald's Rest.
Oh,
Some
was
of
on my way
Varric's
there.
associates there may know where he went. But keep in mind, anyone who has directly aided him in hiding is an accomplice and shares his fate.
Oh, that'll make everyone happy to... I'll use my best discretion when the time comes.
See to it you do. All anyone needs to know is that you are looking for Varric for personal reasons. I will not risk word of his disappearance getting out before I can say the situation has been handled.
It's all about you, isn't it?
I, too, would ask you spare Varric. Victor is in no condition to be making such decisions.
Okay, what can you tell me about Varric?
Varric is a dreamer who let his fascination with the settled systems get the best of him. You could always tell his heart wasn't into learning about Varun society, noble houses, ministries, Dazra. He was a devout student, but none of it interested him. The only lessons that truly fascinated him were about space and exploration.
Why are you here in the keep?
Whatever happened to Dazra, our home was taken along with it. Victor felt the keep was the most logical place to stay until more long-term plans were able to be made. The Ministry of State oversees military and security. so we already have established offices here.
Who's Vashti?
Vashti was Victor's daughter. We lost her in the accident. She and Varric were very close. She was his anchor and voice of reason. I truly believe if she was still with us, Varric would be too.
Can't you and Victoria convince Victor to change his mind?
You don't know Victor Vathal. He may be the most stubborn man in Dazra next to Anasko Varun himself, but that doesn't mean we won't try. He adores Varric, and if he died without reconciling their differences, I think it would break him. He never got to say goodbye to Vashti, and he hasn't taken it well. All must serve.
All must serve.
Remember, Vindicator, that I would ask you to spare my nephew.
Tell me more about Varric.
Varric was an obedient child. Quiet. Always absorbed in his studies to please his father. But the two have clashed ever since Varric sacrificed his growth. He found his voice that day, and to Victor's dismay, he wanted no part of being elder.
Why won't let Varric do what he wants?
Victor's pride and belief in tradition will not allow it. He sees Varric's refusal to inherit the role of elder as an insult, and many would share that view.
What do you think changed Varric?
Victor was too lenient with him when it came to Varric's free time. As strict as he was, he allowed him the freedom to associate with whomever he wanted. I think too much time at the Heraldress showed Varric a different life is possible, when it's not. Not for him.
Why doesn't Varric want to be elder?
Varric is conflict averse. Pressure, responsibility, stress. He avoids them like the plague. He wants everyone's approval, and as elder, that is an impossible task. I believe it is why he has fled. He made his final stand against his father, and rather than face the disapproval, he disappears.
I'd like to ask about something else.
What would you like to know?
Do you disagree with the Ministry of State's policies?
As a high-ranking member of the Ministry of State, I fully support the policies. But I also recognize these circumstances are not normal. Exceptions must be made in trying times.
Thank you, Victoria.
Great Serpent keep you.
If the Great Serpent truly watches over us, you'll bring Varric home.
All right. Let's go talk to Amila. Oh, we accidentally came in here, I think. Basically. How are we doing for status? Yeah, we should go sleep. Exactly.
Sure, I would be happy to chat.
Not right now, buddy. I need to sleep.
Hello, Captain.
Hi. Andromeda. All right.
Perhaps this planet has some undocumented.
Yeah, that joke again. Alien tea, alien jerky.
Seismic
Let's drop
activity.
down. Can I finish the joke? Nope. Alright. So, let's head to the bar. Luckily, I've already been there, explored it, so I can fast travel there. Ooh, I wonder if there's criminals here. We haven't done any scanning. Alright. Where is he? Up top? He's topside, eh?
Some cosa to lift your spirits?
You guys and all your koza, eh? What's this? Lots of slates. Note from a patron. Hard to enjoy a bottle of koza when this is the view. It just doesn't taste the same without my old friends here with me. I think this will be my last drink before I join them in the crater. Oh man. Oh man. Hey you. Let's talk.
Ah, look who it is. I will not waste your time. I already know what you have come to ask. You wish to inquire if there is any possibility of me apologizing to my brother. The answer is no. The duel shall go forward as planned.
Apology doesn't have to be earnest.
It does not matter. An apology is an apology, and I will not humiliate myself like that.
Nothing good's gonna come for this duel. What are you trying to prove?
You cannot just turn your back on family like Borhall has done to me. And now he wants to kill me. If he wins, I hope the guilt of what he has done will rot him from the inside out. And if I win, it is justice.
All you have to do is apologize. How about I ask you some more personal questions?
Fine. But do try to be brief. I would prefer to be alone so that I may enjoy what could very well be my final moments alive.
Did Boral ever help you when your parents would hit you?
I'm not getting into that with you.
Mm-hmm. So why do you refuse to apologize?
Do I have something to apologize for?
As your second, you need to open up to me. You want to give me any real answers.
Correct. You are my second, not my acquaintance. I do not wish to speak of these things with you.
Just answer the damn questions, or I will make you answer.
Yeah.
Fine. Ask your questions again.
Did Borhall ever help you when your parents would hit you?
Yes, to a point. He would beg them to stop and volunteer to take some blows for me, but one day I could not take it anymore. I wanted to run to the guards, tell them how my parents would hit me, starve me. Borhall talked me out of it. He said that mother and father would find out, and the beatings would only get worse. I listened to him, and on it went.
Why does Borhall still love your parents after all of that?
I do not know. Ask him. I loved my parents too, you know. And what hurt most, more than any beating, was knowing they did not love me. Great Serpent. I wish I got the chance to sell my mother's urn. Serves her right.
You really think you can kill Borhall?
As in, am I physically capable? Perhaps, if the Great Serpent wills it. Am I mentally capable? I believe so. I have never felt this fury within me before.
Aren't you scared of dying?
Look at me. Really look at me. Do I appear to be someone that has much to live for? If I die, I die. Nothing to be scared of. accept giving Borhall the satisfaction of taking my life.
What led to this divide?
I had a wife once. I'm not going to flatter myself and pretend that I was a good husband, but I loved her. And she loved me. Appreciated me. Faults and all. I never felt like I had to prove anything to her. When I say to you that she was my world, my everything, I am serious. She was perfect. And somehow, she loved something like me. It was like living in a dream every day. Nearly a decade ago, she and I shared a perfect night. In what I had believed would be a lifetime of perfect nights. But when I kissed her cheek in the morning, my lips froze. She was cold. Stone cold. After my beloved's death, I made one bad decision after another. To Borhall's credit, he was almost always there for me. He even paid for the funeral expenses. But he could not stop me from taking to the bottle, no matter how hard he tried. Eventually, he gave up on me. My own brother. His love and understanding has been replaced with scolding. I am truly alone.
You've had a hard life.
I suppose, but please, I am not looking for pity.
I'm very sorry about your wife.
Thank you. But no amount of condolences will bring her back.
Be honest, do you want to die?
I suppose the thought has crossed my mind. Maybe it would be better to be dead. I could be with my wife. Well, if the Great Serpent would let me be with her. We're never the most devout in Dasra. I am not sure that I want to die, but there really is not much to live for, is there? But I am not just going to let Borhall end me. I cannot give him that satisfaction.
I think we're done. All you have to do is apologize.
He is trying to kill me. Why should I be the one to apologize? Borhall likes to paint me as a ne'er-do-well. But what type of psychopath wants to kill their own brother? It is not fair. He should be the one begging for my forgiveness.
All right. Well, it seems you made up your mind.
Yes, I have. I am ready to fight and to die, if that is what the Great Serpent wills. Perhaps Borhall was depending on me being a coward. Perhaps he did not truly believe this duel would go on. Unfortunately for him, I am no coward.
Okay, well.
Much to do.
Yeah.
How did you fare?
Neither agreed to call off the duel.
While disappointing, I am not surprised. Those brothers are stubborn as groats. But you may still have a chance to halt any bloodshed. Listen to me very carefully. Your final duty as a second is to prepare the ceremonial drinks that the duelist will imbibe prior to the duel. As you are preparing the drinks, you will treat each cup with this tranquilizer. Borhall and Emila will be too weak to fight after drinking this. This duel is idiotic, we both know it. It is a needless loss of life during a crisis where there is already so much death. And the victor will rue his actions for the remainder of his life. You have one final chance to stop this.
You are placing both of their lives into our hands. This responsibility is not fair.
What is unfair about saving 2 lives?
You sure the tranquilizer's safe?
Theoretically, this should be safe.
Leave it to me.
Very good. Report to me when you are finished. May the Great Serpent aid us.
Prepare the ceremonial drinks. Tranquilize Amila, tranquilize Borhall, tranquilize both. Hopefully I pushed the right button, right? Should I make this a cliffhanger? Nah, that would be cruel. Alright, you guys. What's up?
Damn, Amila. I cannot wait to be rid of him.
Is everything ready?
Everything's ready. You sure about this?
I am sure. If everything is ready, then it is time to move forward. The time has come. Amila, are you sufficiently prepared?
I am
ready.
It is time. Nothing we can do now but observe and hope for the best.
Alright. He doesn't need more blades. He's too violent. Alright, let's see what happens.
What is this? What have you done to me, Amila?
I am affected as well, dear brother. I did not do this. I can hardly see you in front of me.
Wow.
What the hell is this? What did you do? What is this? Sabotage?
This duel was an asinine idea, Borhall. We put a stop to it. There is no use for needless bloodshed at times like these. We must come together, not kill one another.
You traitoress. You betray me. And then you lecture me.
Yep.
Oh, enough of your grousing, Borhall. Your precious duel can wait. Or are you truly so determined to kill me?
Enough of your taunting. This is not over.
I am counting on that.
Remove yourselves. We must rest. But know that you have only delayed the inevitable.
Alright, well, I'll be back. It's a cool suit. I like it. Would seem wrong if I get like credits for finishing this mission. Well, what do you think?
Thank the Great Serpent. You did it. The tranquilizer worked and you saved them both. Thank you for trusting me.
That wasn't the happy ending I was expecting.
Nonsense. You've made the right choice. Their egos are bruised, but deep down they are both relieved. Come what may, we have narrowly avoided a bloodbath today. If they are stupid enough to try again, we will find another way to stop it. But I doubt that day will come.
How do you know they won't just duel each other again?
I have faith that the Great Serpent will open their hearts to each other. He will show them that the pain from the tranquilizer would be dwarfed by humiliation and guilt, had the duel ended in bloodshed.
I'm glad your plan worked.
Me too. I want to thank you. You trusted me, and because of you, the brothers, my friends, are both alive. They are imbeciles, but better people than they seem. I am grateful for you. Please take this. It is admittedly not much compared to what you would have received if one of them had perished, but can you truly put a price on a human life? You are free to go.
More?
May the Great Serpent be with you.
That's strange.
Always.
That's strange. So, what I would like to do, we were heading down towards this. So, if I remember the path correctly, we came down here. This is the bar. And this was the center. It's like an empty house. No, Varun home. Okay, well we should leave. This is someone else's house. I thought maybe it was a house we could buy or something. I know we're up on an hour here. I kind of wanted to finish that off.
I try to keep strong.
This is where I was headed. Okay, when I rudely got so interrupted, we were headed to the goods exchange. Nobody here?
No loitering.
Hi, buddy.
What do you want?
Wasn't much of a sales pitch.
I do not waste people's time. If you need my goods, you will buy them. If not, you will leave. I do not know what to make of your arrival here.
You're like the guy at the
You may have convinced the others, but I'm not entirely sure you are not a foe.
Traders Merchants.
Your credits are worth as much as anyone else's. I will trade with
A trade authority.
but I have no interest in being your friend. Now, what do you want?
You're as grumpy as my friend at the trade authority in Neon. Is there anything I can do to earn your trust?
No. You will always be an outsider to me. Always. The last thing this city needs is to open the gates and let outsiders flood in. Outsiders with weapons, crew, ulterior motives. I am disappointed that so many of my people have embraced you so blindly, when we should have found strength within each other.
Wow. Let me see what you got.
Buy what you need, then leave.
So do you buy stolen goods too? No. Got any 40? Thank you, sir. Oh, weapons. Got anything interesting? Aye. Sort by damage. There we go. That works. Well, not really. Sorting's busted. Coachman. Modified. Advanced Bridger. Looks like stuff I already got. Alright. See you, Grumpy. Alright, I guess that's it for now. Thank you for joining in on the adventures of Captain Professor Vindicator Lars Gagner. Take care of yourselves, and if you can, take care of someone else.